What's good? What's good? It's the Black Horseman. Shout out to the UGC. It's the underground community. Shout out to True Media. It's everybody that keeps it 100, staying true to who they are and doing their part in this media. I'm going to try not to be too long with this, man. I'm going to just get right to the point. First, shout out to everybody, man, that's doing a tremendous job, man, to promote this possible unification fight between Errol Spence and Sean Porter. It's everybody's doing a tremendous job, man. I go on YouTube, I'm looking around. Everybody is doing what they need to do to promote this fight. Um, at this point, there's really no excuse. I should have put that in the hashtag. Hashtag no excuses. What's up, fellas, coming in? Y'all hit the thumbs up as you guys come in. Samuel Shaw, Trav, Unbiased. Great video, Trav. I'm glad you brought that up in your video. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Trav right here, Trav FDY, right here on YouTube. Look, a lot of people may not like what he do, but see, the ones that don't like the type of stuff he talking about, you trying to conceal something. And the thing about it is, this is a very, very key thing that we got to talk about. We got to talk about this. More than anything, when it comes to boxing, yes, I'm a fan of boxing, and I want to see the best fights, but I don't want to see the best fights at the expense of best testing. I want to make sure that both athletes are clean. So it's all about pushing a clean sport and pushing the best to fight the best. So I want to talk about this. The title is Spence Might Duck Porter for this reason. You can look on the box rec, and when you go to box rec, you'll see right below their name, and if it says VADA CBP, that means they're enrolled in all year round random blood and urine testing. They can get tested. Matter of fact, who was it that I just saw? Yesterday I think I watched a video of Danny Jacobs. He's enrolled in VADA Clean Boxing Program. The fight hasn't even, what I'm saying? We still got a ways to go for that fight. That fight doesn't take place until May. And he said just 3 days ago he was tested randomly. They just showed up. They asked him. They said, "Hey, have you ever been caught with a banned substance in your system?" He said, "Nope, and don't plan to." This is what I can get behind. I can support guys like that. Whereas, they don't mind being pulled up on. You know what I'm saying? Somebody showing up out of their schedule. They didn't plan for somebody to show up and test them, but they already prepared mentally and emotionally. They like, bruh, I'm a clean athlete. I'm not complaining about somebody showing up to take a random test on me because I know I'm clean. So when I'm looking at this, man, because it's been delayed and it looked like it's only been coming from one side, and that's Errol Spence. Shout out to Trav. He stated in his video how he talked about how Derek James was practically begging Mikey Garcia's corner to stop the fight. But Errol Spence was not accumulating enough damage on Mikey for that to even really happen. Only thing you can say is Mikey was getting embarrassed, and to save Mikey's embarrassment, you could stop the fight. But I never really seen Mikey seriously hurt. It was just he couldn't do nothing in there. Errol was a more superior boxer in there. So I give Errol all the credit in the world. He was a better man than Mikey all the way around the board. But Derek James, was one of them people, along with a lot of the Spence hardcore fanboys, was saying that Mikey was going to get knocked out, and it was to be expected because for 11 fights straight, Errol had knocked everybody out. 11 fights straight. And we didn't think that a lightweight was going to be able to escape the ferocious power of Errol Spence all of a sudden. But he did. And you got to look at the factors like, well, damn, what actually particularly changed, And so what I'm going to do is hopefully this doesn't mess up because I've shared this before. But people need to see this again. People need to see this again. So that way you can see this with your own eyes and you don't have to be just influenced by what the hell I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So let me make sure everything is cool. I don't want any disruptions. But you guys should see right there on your screen. That is an image of a USADA tested Errol Spence, and then a VADA tested Errol Spence. Okay. On the left side, we seen this man get some hellacious KOs on guys. Hellacious. Brutal knockouts, probably knockout of the year type stuff. For this fight with Mikey in this recent fight, that's how he looked like on the right. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder can see the significant changes in his physical from just that testing. And this is the only main factor that I can see why maybe Spence wouldn't want to take this fight with Sean Porter, is if he's concerned about VADA testing. Because if you do your thorough research, USADA will allow you to use certain things out of competition. But that does not mean that this is really out of competition. We're talking about through training camp, leading up into the fight, you can use certain things that can give you that advantage. But then the night of the fight, you can't pop dirty. VADA has a more strict list. You can't use certain things that USADA will allow you to use to give you an extra advantage in strength and stamina, cutting weight, so on and so forth. And what I saw in this particular fight was it looked like Errol struggled to get the weight off. He looked super malnourished. His eyes were sunken in the back of his head. He looked drained. And then he looked weaker. Then he gets into the fight. He couldn't even hurt Mikey. Never even dropped him. Couldn't knock him out. Derrick James begging Mikey's corner to stop the fight. And I can understand why he would want to do that, because it just makes it look more suspicious at the fact that what happened to all of this crazy power. Okay? Which is why I'm looking at this fight that he has against a possible fight he getting ready to have against Sean. And I'm like, you know what? This makes this fight a little bit more interesting for the simple fact that with VADA testing, we're gonna see another Errol Spence on the right look, not the left side. The left side looked like a killer. You know what I mean? Like he hit you one time, nigga, you dizzy. Nigga, it's taking a knee. I'm out. Get that. Remember that? He fought Ocampo. Got one shot to the body. He's gone. He done. No more, ref. You ain't even got to do the 8 count. I'm not even getting up. What you talking about? VADA testing? You can hit me 300, 400 times by Errol, and I'm going the distance. At least I can say the nigga didn't knock me out. Thank you, VADA. I mean, Mikey made it. He lost the fight, but survived 12. Whereas every other fighter who was welterweights couldn't. But don't nobody find nothing strange about that. See, the fanboys like to skip over, like, this shit is obvious. It's as clear as day. The significant changes in his physical, from VADA testing in USADA, from his punching power. And this is the main thing that I believe as to why he might duck Sean Porter. I'm hoping he does not do this, but this is the only thing that could come in between him actually making that decision. And believe you me, if he ducks Sean, it's not going to be good for Errol. It's not going to be good for Errol. Yeah, the fanboys going to make up a bunch of excuses. They're going to give him a pass if he ducks. Not over here. Not over here. Because you can't call yourself the truth and let's not deal with the truth. You can't call yourself strap season and not be trying to unify. This man better stay focused. And if you a clean athlete, you should have no problem enrolling in the VADA clean boxing program. You know, all y'all got to do is go and research, and look at this guy's history when it comes to testing. Dropped out of WBC because you didn't want to enroll in a clean boxing program. Your excuse is you want to go after the IBF. Okay, go to IBF route. But people want to use that as an excuse as to why. And then Derrick James made it even more suspicious when he lied. He came out and said that this guy pays for testing himself. flat out lied. So when you got a guy calling himself the truth, and then you got lies circulating in your camp, and then we seeing shit like this, where you look one way with USADA and then you look another way with VADA, ain't cracking an egg. We looking at it like, damn, what's really going on? Because yeah, it was suspicions, and we had our little, you know what I mean, our own suspicions about if this guy was a clean athlete or not. But you mean to tell me VADA make you look this different? I'm just saying. This ain't no shit I made up. This ain't no motherfucking Photoshop. No. Go and look at the weigh-in of Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence. Look at that weigh-in. If you don't believe me, if you don't trust me, and then go look at a weigh-in of like him and Ocampo, him and Lamont Peterson. Just go look. And then look at the result of those fights, and then look at the result of this fight. So at the end of the day, we got to stick to that real shit. We got to stick to the hashtag truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is every champion in the welterweight division, except for Errol Spence, is enrolled in the VADA clean boxing program. Let's go even further. His homies, Jamel and Jamal, they're enrolled in the VADA clean boxing program. Remember, they got so much heat because they missed their testing? And these are WBC ranked fighters. So if you beat Sean, it's no more duck in VADA. So will Errol step up to the plate and face Sean? Because if you facing Sean, you letting it be known, you know what? I'm getting ready to enroll in the VADA clean boxing program. That's what comes with being a WBC champion. You can't get around it. VADA is going to win regardless. Niggas can put up their videos talking about VADA this, VADA that, but VADA is winning. Look at all the top champs in the world of boxing and see if VADA is not next to their name. And if it's not, it's only a matter of time. Believe me, it's only a matter of time. It's going to be VADA or the WBA, which is the Fair Boxing Program. Let's see what y'all talking about. Samuel Shaw says, Arrow fanboys are saying that Mikey went the distance because he was in survival mode. What a crock of shit. I'm not going for that, bro. I'm not going for that. You know, with all three, let's just say he was in survival mode. Cool. Okay. 350 punches landed on a lightweight by big boogeyman Errol Spence. I don't give a damn what type of survival. This ain't no fast nigga, right? He was still getting hit. So all of a sudden, Errol don't know how to place punches right to get the knockout, to even make the nigga buckle, take a knee, an 8 count. He never even touched the canvas. Knee never buckled. Yeah, his face was marked up, but it wasn't that bad to where it's just like, damn. You know, that nigga, he didn't have to go to the hospital. Nothing. But the fight before that, you got a nigga folded over. We talking about a nigga, Mikey, who didn't have no abs. We was looking at this nigga like, what the fuck did Snack do to him? I don't see nothing. I was like, he gonna get his ass beat on. And Errol was on his back foot. Like he was concerned about Mikey's power. So that was another change I seen in that fight. Errol usually comes forward, nigga, body snatching. Errol went backwards, boxing off the jab. He was getting backed up. I'm like, why are he fighting like the little guy? And I couldn't come up with nothing else, but I'm like, damn, VADA really changed him like that, huh? Like I said in the title, He might duck Porter for this reason right here on the right side. It's called VADA. This man has been avoiding VADA CBP for a long period of time. Just because you use VADA for one fight does not mean you enrolled in a clean boxing program. Go to BoxRec right now. You will not see VADA next to Errol Spence's name because he's not enrolled in a clean boxing program. This is just facts. This is the truth. What is the deal? What is the holdup? Why do y'all keep coming up with excuses as to why he can't do what everybody else is doing? Jarrett Hurd is an IBF champion. He's enrolled in VADA. He even talked about Errol and why he ain't enrolling in testing and stuff. You got other champions looking at you like, nigga. And I know they don't want to come out and say nothing, but I'm going to say something. This is what I'm noticing. You think Sean don't see this shit right here? Sean, like, I'm a WBC champion. VADA has to be used. This is unification. Therefore, look, we can get this shit on. He's like, I'll fight the nigga on the right all day long, any day of the week. That nigga on the left, shit, no. Got me messed up. Ain't no telling what's going on with that nigga on the left. But the nigga on the right, yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. I spar niggas like that all day. That's why I said it makes for a very different, interesting matchup. Errol on the right. That nigga on the left is a killer. 11 KO straight. Nigga on the right, yeah. Yeah, give me my money. Sign me up. Boxing Monster says, Mikey stood in front of Errol all night. All night. That's what I said. It wasn't like he was fast or something, like he was just, you know what I mean, on his toes, really just giving Errol angles he couldn't really hit him at. He was right there. Right there. And Errol was backing up the whole fight. Beautiful job boxing. So he showed me something in that fight. This is not to say that Errol can't scrap or that he can't outbox Porter or none of these guys in the welterweight division. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, will this man duck Porter for this reason? Because like I said, Porter is not Mikey. This nigga's battle tested. He's fast. He's strong. This nigga is aggressive. It's a different fight. And if Sean is seeing what I'm seeing, I'm coming right at him. I'm standing in his chest. Blue 22, up the middle. Check hook, right. Body shots, uppies. I'm on your ass. The nigga on the right, I'm testing that nigga's chin. I'm testing his body. I'm testing his heart, everything. See how much you really got in the tank. Samuel Shaw says, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could definitely see a difference in them two picks. Like I say, this ain't Photoshop. This ain't Photoshop. If you don't believe me, like I said, go check the Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence weigh-in, and then go to like Lamont Peterson, Errol Spence weigh-in, or Errol Spence Ocampo. You ain't got to take my word for it. But don't be shocked if this shit don't happen because of some testing shit. Because that's my only concern about this. Spirit Spence trying to do this A-side shit is trying to ensure that he has the advantages as far as testing using USADA. But look, that ain't going to happen, man. This is unification, WBC belt on the line, which means WBC VADA testing. Back-to-back right side picture. Not the left side arrow, the right side arrow. We're going to see him in back-to-back fights, okay? It's a difference. Trav says he would have to enroll in the clean boxing program at least 90 days before the fight. This man should have been enrolled in this thing, man. All this in and out stuff. I mean, it's just crazy, man. You just go on BoxRec. Look at all the champions that's enrolled in VADA. They don't have no problem. They don't have no problem being enrolled in VADA. No, these guys is not ducking VADA. This is the only way you're going to stay off the suspicious radar. You're going to have to enroll in the VADA Clean Boxing program, fam. That's what you're going to have to do. And if you duck Sean, I already know what it is, dog. These fanboys can't save you with these fucking excuses, talking about he can't sell out a family dinner, and I was already on top of all of that. I'm like, oh, okay, here y'all go, trying to create this narrative to help this nigga. Of course, Errol would want to skip over Sean. Like, fuck, I'm not trying to do this back-to-back VADA. Give me Manny. Manny ain't got no WBC. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Try to make him drop his WBA again to face him for his IBF, like he did Lamont Peterson? Now, some of y'all don't know about that. Lamont had to drop his WBA regular to face Errol. Didn't want that fair boxing program testing. USADA. Am I making this shit up? So we got to stay focused. And we're going to still stay focused on that real shit. Stay focused on that real shit. He might still take the fight. And I will salute him. I will salute him. But you got to show me. You got to show me. And guess what? If you are successful versus Sean, ain't no getting out. You must remain in VADA or lose your strap. Somebody says Black got the Spence fangirls angry this morning. Only ones mad is the ones living in denial, trying to protect him. I'm only speaking facts. I showed y'all two real images. One with USADA testing, one with VADA. What's up, Charles D? Trav says we got to get on the IBF and WBO to start VADA programs. Right, man. No, we got to figure out how to go about that, man, and get everybody in thorough, random, all year round testing. Period. Boxing Monster says, by the way, I remember Mayweather was not enrolled in VADA. He was enrolled in USADA, which didn't test when out of competition. I don't know if he took stuff, but USADA dropped the ball with the IV. That's what I've heard. And that's a dark cloud over Floyd, man. And I will see certain changes with this nigga Floyd in certain fights. I'll be like, damn, Floyd is kind of shredded, you know? More shredded than usual for certain fights. And, you know, when you A-side, you know, and it's like, Floyd, I don't think, like, when Floyd was fighting, I don't think VADA was barely starting to really make some noise to start taking over boxing as far as raising the standards. So I don't know. Maybe Floyd duck VADA too. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm not here to protect and make excuses for these guys, especially when it comes to this, man. This is a brutal sport, and I don't condone cheating. No, sir. If you really about that, do it naturally. Do it naturally. You know, if somebody was pop dirty in the past, you know, hey, get off that shit, get enrolled in a clean boxing program, work harder to live up to that same type of what up, Chin Smoke? To live up to that same, you know, to fight at that same level that you was fighting at. But some people get off that shit and they ain't fighting the same. I don't know what the hell Errol was using with that USADA shit, but I know when he fought Mikey, he wasn't fighting the same. I know that when he fought Mikey, his body looked different. I know that when he fought Mikey, he didn't knock him out. I know when he fought Mikey, he went the distance. Derrick James begging, stop the fight. Calm down. Fuck. What are you talking about? Stop the fight. Relax, B. Relax. You know, man down. That's another one of his mottos, his catchphrase. What happened to the man down? He had 24 fights, 21 knockouts. Now it's 25 fights, 21 knockouts. This is boxing. You're not here to knock everybody out, but you build up a lot of casual boxing fans off this man down shit. Going in there, knocking niggas silly. And then you flexing and talking about strap me up. Well, you strapped up. Now, if you want another strap, something gonna come with that. The only guy you can unify with right now, at this present time, is a VADA champion, sir. A VADA champion. His name is Sean Porter. He's a clean athlete. He's enrolled in the VADA Clean Boxing program. If you beat him, you take his place. And you are regarded as a top guy in boxing who's enrolled in the best testing program out there. It's simple. It's a simple thing to do when you're a clean athlete. It's simple. You just enroll in the shit. You let them do their job. You do your job, they do their job. Trav says a lot of guys started retiring when these programs started. Floyd, Ward, Bradley, Marquez. Wow. Well, you know what? I can't argue the Floyd, Ward, and Marquez, but I know Bradley was talking about how he used VADA testing. So I don't know how long, but yeah, I don't know, bro. That is strange though. Mysteriously, like right around the same time, a lot of these guys retired. And you can see a total shift from when VADA was making their heavy push into boxing, and then a lot of these quote unquote greats just fade out. So it make you think. So if you're a thinker, you'd be like, that's interesting. And hey, I'm not taking nothing away from these guys like Ward and Floyd. Yeah, tremendous fighters. But it does make you question, like, damn, that's interesting. Because I can think about the time when VADA was really being pushed. And then when a lot of these guys kind of just trickled out the sport of boxing. They just want to retire all of a sudden. Commentating. They on the sideline. Interesting, man. Very interesting. I heard some suspicions too about Ward and the Kovalev rematch. So I don't know all the validity on that, but it just make you think like, he was stronger. He was taking them shots better. And he was the A side. So that's why I get concerned when niggas be trying to push this A side shit. You know, because I be thinking about, well, is this about you trying to avoid testing and you want to say you want to say you the A side so you get to use this or whatever? You know. So like I said, I don't know all the particulars on that. I'm only gonna speak on what I know, what I notice. So at the end of the day, man, we gotta push for all of the top champions, man. See, this is the thing about it. Floyd Mayweather, right? This is after he got out of the sport. Or this was like when he was getting ready to get out of the sport, if I'm not mistaken. This guy even said, the same guy that anointed Errol, every champion, I believe he said in the top 15, should be enrolled in some random, all year round, random blood and urine testing. Didn't he say that? Didn't Floyd Mayweather say that? So why y'all don't hold Errol Spence to the same thing Floyd said? The same guy who gave this man fans. Because this is facts. Floyd gave Errol fans, man. Floyd promoted the hell out of this nigga, said that this is the next one. You know, he is the truth. This guy pushed me to the limit. He gave me that good work in sparring. Floyd's fans migrated to Errol when Floyd got out of the sport. This is just facts. So it's been pretty much an easy road for Errol. When you can just inherit fans, nigga, you ain't really got to work as hard to, you know what I mean, get on pay-per-view. You already got a lot of people following you. They was saying that this guy was number one. He was a prospect because of the hype that he had behind him, because of the anointing of Floyd, Pastor Floyd. This is just real facts I'm talking about. Niggas don't have to like that shit, but it's called the truth. So when we dealing with a guy who calls us the truth, let's talk about the truth. Floyd anointed him. Floyd said every top athlete, especially champions, need to be enrolled in all year round random blood and urine testing. He said that. But y'all's favorite guy, Errol, is not in that. He's not. So why do y'all keep giving him a pass? Spence might duck Porter for this reason. He's been ducking VADA. He's been ducking all year round random blood and urine testing. He has. And that shit need to change. Good morning, No Name Rose. What's going on? Joe, what's up, man? He said Spence was known to have back knee in the past. I've never noticed that on him. I did notice it on Marquez. I'm not saying he didn't have it. I just never noticed that on Errol. I mean, I didn't even need to say that. I just knew that he wasn't even enrolled in VADA. I've been on that. I've been saying that. Niggas ain't like me. Niggas unsub. Niggas stop fucking with me because of the fact I started talking about this type shit right here. And that let me know everything I need to know about them. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't need no fake ass niggas around me, bruh. Fucking with me. If you don't want to deal with this shit, you can't be a fan of a nigga to call himself the truth. And then when I tell the truth about something, you niggas like, this nigga over there hating. Oh, hating ass black. Yeah, keep it moving. Joe says Errol only dude had a 10-pack. I'm just like, what happened to the 10-pack? You look on the left, 8 to 10-pack. I mean, abs up down there by the chest muscles. You go over there to VADA, it's like somebody deflated the basketball. Like, what happened? VADA get you straight. VADA get you straight. Sean's seeing this shit on the right. Like, oh yeah, whenever you ready, Errol. If Manny dragging his feet, you know where to come. We telling you what it is. There is no other opponent. It's Errol. Errol had the truth, quote unquote, Spence. And the truth is, Spence might duck Porter for this reason. It's a 4-letter word we call VADA. Jordan Campini says, so Spence doesn't have to be tested? I didn't know it was optional. USADA tests you. They let you use certain things that are out of competition, as they like to call it, through training camp. VADA does not allow you to use certain banned substances out of competition. Not at a fight. USADA will a lot of times USADA will allow you, will let you know when they're going to test you. They'll let you know, like, hey, maybe a week out from the fight, 2 weeks from the fight, whatever the case. The difference between like USADA and VADA, like right now, VADA can pull up on Errol because it ain't no fight being made. USADA don't do shit like that. Like, if you ain't got no fight scheduled and you just out doing what you do, they may not pull up. VADA will, though. Danny Jacobs just said in the interview, he said a few days ago, VADA just popped up and tested him. The fight's not till May, but they just popped up. And I believe that interview was an earlier one. That was like when they was doing the press conferences. So, you know, they just popped up on him. You don't even have to be training. You could be out at a restaurant. This won't take long, Earl. We just need a little bit of urine and some blood, sir, and we're on our way. And it's true. The truth about it is USADA don't test every fight. They don't test every fight. They test when they want to test, when it's convenient for them. VADA's more thorough. A lot of people don't want to deal with VADA because of the simple fact that, like as Gerald Miller want to put it, it's like having another wife. You gotta let them know where you leave. When you leave in the country, when you leave going to another state, wherever. That's just what it is. They cleaning up the sport, man. Joe says Errol just tweeted about his abs this morning. Did he? When he got the 10-pack back? Okay, so let's make sure that them abs stay up to par when he fights Sean. Let's hope he fights Sean. We're not going to give him no pass for ducking Sean. There's no excuses. Charles says VADA, a.k.a. the Jump Out Boys. Jordan Campini says, I can believe that the UFC gets tested by USADA and the accuracy is all over the place. We're going to definitely see what's going to happen with this decision, that really the ball is in Errol Spence's court. It's time to shoot or pass. Time to shoot or pass, you know? So hopefully Errol steps up, faces Sean, enrolls in the VADA Clean Boxing program because he's going to have to after that. Once you become a WBC champion, it's mandatory. Let's just see him become a mandatory to VADA because VADA's going to win regardless. VADA's going to win regardless. But once again, you ain't got to fuck with me. You ain't got to take my word for it. You don't have to like what I say and what I do. But what you can do is look at all the other champions and then you tell me, is there something wrong with me? Or is there something wrong with your boy? And why he avoiding VADA Clean Boxing program? Because everybody else don't have a problem with it. Jared Hurd, Danny Jacobs, Canelo Alvarez, Deontay Wilder, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford. Everybody's on the team VADA except for Errol Spence. When will Errol Spence become team VADA? That's the real question. And the step in that direction is fighting Sean Porter. Beating Sean Porter. You beat Sean Porter, congratulations. By default, you are team VADA. And videos like this are no more. I will give him a salute, congratulations, because I put pressure on this guy to do the necessary things, which is like unify and enroll in a VADA Clean Boxing program. And I can see if it was only like one or two guys, right? Look at all the top champions, man. Look at the top 10 in welterweight. Go to BoxRec. He's the only one on that lonely ass USADA island. If you think I'm lying, go look it up. Go look it up. Joe says if it's not random year round, it don't mean anything. Dudes could cycle. See, you know your shit, Joe. Niggas don't want to hear shit like this, though. Niggas don't want to hear that shit. It's different when you in an all year round, random blood and urine testing program. It's different. Not for just one fight and you doing who knows what in between those fights. Trev says, remember when I asked Derrick James when Spence would enroll? He said, don't ask me no stupid crap like that. Anytime you think somebody asking you about enrolling in the clean boxing program is stupid, that's checkmate to me. Like, bro, you already been on record lying. Now you think a question about enrolling in a clean boxing program is stupid. But you made yourself look stupid talking about stop the fight. You know why? Because you get more flame, it's more heat on your ass. The wall is closing in on you with this testing shit, fam. And why Arrow ain't performing the same, fam? Why Arrow ain't looking the same, fam? So you can call niggas stupid all you want. You can create whatever lie you want. But the worst thing you could have did was give that nigga the nickname The Truth, because we gonna find out. We gonna deal with that. Joe says we might be seeing all that man down merch on clearance. That's one of his main things, man down. Are we going to continue to see man down with Vada involved? Okay, so hashtag keep the same energy. When other guys was bragging about knocking dudes out, and then they just stopped getting knockouts all of a sudden, everybody was going at them. Oh, they power overrated, this, that, and the other. They didn't get them no pass. They went hard on them. Now all of a sudden, Errol Spence goes the distance with a lightweight. Niggas want to make excuses. Oh, it was a great boxing clinic. It was just beautiful work. Oh, Mikey's chin, or Mikey this, Mikey that. Stop it. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Trav says hashtag man and roll. Yeah, forget the man down stuff. How about hashtag man and roll? Good one. Man, just enroll. You know, everybody out, everybody in it, and they looking at you like, what are you doing over there? Why is this taking so long? Anyway, this is for the real ones that know what's up. Y'all niggas know what's up. And we just applying pressure where it need to be. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the real shit. Truth be told, this man has been ducking Vada. He better not duck Sean, because you ducking Sean means you're ducking Vada further. Okay? Shout out to everybody that's enrolled in the Vada Clean Boxing program. Those are the ones I'm really supporting. I can be a true fan of those guys because I ain't got to worry about no goddamn, you know what I'm saying, supporting a dirty fighter, potential dirty fighter, or be a suspicious guy. It's too much suspicions around this guy, Arrow, for me to just be like, all right, I'm all in. A lot of y'all gonna feel dumb if this nigga duck Porter and he continues to just try to hold on to that IBF strap to use USADA, and then something come out later on. I'm taking this shit real serious, man. Niggas is losing their lives in that ring. You know, it's already a brutal sport. I'll be damned if I'm gonna be fucking celebrating a nigga who could potentially have something goddamn flowing in his veins and shit, knocking niggas silly. And then you put the nigga on Vada, and now the power just all of a sudden just evaporate. Nah, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. You may not like what I'm saying, but nigga, I ain't stupid. Some signs are clear and obvious. So when you're telling the truth, niggas want to say it's hate. Don't listen in. Change the channel. Go somewhere else where they gonna fucking, like Troy say, dick eat and all of that. But don't want to talk about the real shit. So at the end of the day, Spence might duck Porter for this reason right here. For this reason. It's long overdue, Errol. It's been long overdue. It's really nowhere to run, fam. Nowhere to run or hide. It's Vada or die. That's the motto. Vada or die. If you're not gonna roll with Vada at this point, bruh, you need to move around somewhere. Do something else. Do something else. Model. Do something. Trying to prove to everybody that you a clean athlete. Cause I don't know about that nigga on the left. That Usada nigga on the left. I don't know about that, fam. I really don't know. Cause you can't look like that every fight. That shit's suspicious to me. You shredded up to the goddamn, Master Shredder over here on the left, and then you over just, Ricky Smiley on the right. It is what it is, man. So y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Once catching the playback, do you think Errol will enroll in a clean boxing program? That's an all year round random blood and urine testing program. Niggas can pull up on you wherever you at. Yeah, it's strict. You can't use certain things out of competition. USADA let you get away with certain things. VADA don't. If you don't think so, check other guys that got popped. VADA's catching you. WBC, the new initials for WBC, the new meaning for WBC is if you're doing something dirty, you will be caught. You will be caught. WBC. VADA Clean Boxing Program. That's really all I got, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Smash the like button if you like the video. Hit the thumbs down if you don't. It's all good. Catch you on the next one. Peace.